Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we're back on the updates 1.79 dev server and we're going to be having a look at the Fritz X bomb. This is a 1400 kilo guided German bomb, the first of its kind that we are getting into game, showing that this is a new mechanic which hopefully has a bit of room to improve when it comes to other nations. So this is what it looks like. The explosive mass of it, 320, the mass is just less than 1600 kilos, and let's just say it doesn't do any favors to your aircraft when it comes to flight performance, but it is a large bomb. The other bomb loads that you get on the planes which this is available for, such as the HE-111H6 and also the HE-177A-5, they already have large bomb loads that slow it down, so you won't see that much of a difference. When it comes to which modification it is, well, it's the FX-1400. As you can see, it is the last one for the H6 when it comes to its bombs, and then when we look at the HE-177, it is actually to the side. This is so they don't have to extend it downwards, they can just go to the right. You'll see very similar situations with stuff like the IL-28 because of all of its ridiculous armaments. If you want to know about the controls of the Fritz X, because it is a guided bomb, that means that while it is flying, you can have some control over where it is able to land in a specific area. You find them right here. But first of all, I just want to say this this option here, or the control here, seems to be new. The Fire Rocket Salvo one. So instead of just firing individual rockets, you should be able to fire a decent amount of them at once. But I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. Maybe it works 10 at a time, or just a full salvo, which can be different depending on which aircraft you're flying. Now, on top of this, these are the controls for maneuvering the guided bomb while it is in the air. It is Alt and then W, A, S, and D. So very simple, nothing too crazy, and it's all done through the bomb sight while you're looking down on it. Because of this, I don't know how it's going to work for Xbox or PS4 players, so I'm sorry I can't help you there, but in PC you are able to change both of these, and you're also able to edit all of the normal axis just like you would if you were trying to set up some full real controls when it comes to your joystick or when it comes to how responsive you want stuff to be. Right now I'm just going to leave it as default just because I think that's how it should be. So let's get into a test flight, a mission editor, and I think we'll just bomb some stuff if we can. So we'll go to Sicily Sea South. It looks like literally nothing is going on. So how about we find Wind Range District? Still nothing. Alright, I'll just randomize. Looks like nobody wants to fight today. I mean, I'm not really surprised. We're still on a damn free flight. What is going on here? Right, let's set up behind enemy lines. Enemies around friendly sector. Are we really not allowed to even bomb artillery right now? How about in friendly rear? Hostile sector. There we go. Artillery bombing mission. That'll do. Let's go for good, so we don't have to worry about clouds. Time of day, 4 o'clock sounds good. No takeoff airborne, and that all looks good to me. So let's go forward. We have a ton of P-38s. How about we calm down that number, because I also do want to show you what the guns sound like when you're in the cockpit of the HE-177 compared to when you are outside of it. It is kind of startling, the difference, and showing how the aircraft sound designs really have massively improved when it comes to the environment that you are sat in, which is always nice to see. So let's skip this, and we are going along with our HE-162 friends, which is always good. And now you can see the Fritz X. So in the HE-177, you have access to 3 of them. You can see 2 on either side of the wings, and then 1 in the center. There is no extra bombs you can run with this, but since the bomb bay is not used, I mean, it kind of covers it at the front, but I feel like you could maybe sneak some bombs in there, which may be worth having a look at. So let's show you how the Fritz X works. It may be worth getting a little bit more altitude first, because the higher you are, the more you can change the bombs, or the more you can maneuver them. Obviously, if you are lower to the ground, you have less time for it to maneuver, so these bombs really work well above around about the 4,000 to 5,000 mark. Oh, and the 792s have already opened up firing, because of course the P-38s have turned up. So you can hear the 20s and the 792s being slightly different as we go up. And let's just level out. There we go. So we're in our wonderful cockpit of the HE-177. Good old placeholders. So, let's have a look at the bomb site. This is the bomb site. As you can see, it is incredibly standard. If you have a look at the cross and then the inner square is where you can maneuver the rocket to go once after it is launched. So let's say you're going over a base quickly and you can't get that much of an accurate bomb off. What you can do is you can wait a little bit and then be able to maneuver the bomb while it's in the air to try and get a much more accurate hit. Now, because you need to have to be quite high to be able to maneuver this at any decent level, then it's going to not really be that effective in ground forces, but in air forces, when you're bombing bases and stuff, this will be a great mechanic for people who struggle with being, effective when it comes to hitting bases, and maybe just need that little bit of help to be able to hit them. So let's just turn this now. Ooh, we are in realistic mode, by the way, so let's just set this up. Right, here we go. So how does it work? Well, let's just throw off a Fritz one now. So it's launched. We have launched a bomb. Now you hit Alt, and as you can see, you can maneuver the bomb around. You can see the weapon aim pitch heading is going a little bit crazy here, because that means we are changing where the rocket is moving to. And as it gets closer to the ground, you can see these crosses getting closer and closer together until it eventually hits the ground right there. So the way you control it is using these here. You can already see that we're doing it even without throwing up the bomb itself. Oh my god. Right, this may be a perfect opportunity to hear the guns. Right, so this is in the cockpit and now out. You see how different it is? How cool is that? But anyway, we'll get back in the bomb bay. And so if you want to hit a precise target somewhere, the difference in sound quality is amazing, and it's incredibly realistic. Let's head over here. Let's say we want to hit this road here. So we set it off, going over here, and now, ooh, the marker's gone a little bit crazy. But let's W up a little bit, and then let's go left a little bit, and we should be getting close to the road compared to where the bomb was originally, and eventually all of the lines will be able to line up, and what that means is the bomb will drop. There you go, as you saw it just there. It is an intriguing system, and since a lot of these heavy bombers are able to get high spawns, it means that this will be useful against bases, against airfields, if you struggle with being able to accurately aim. When it comes to the Germans, they don't really get onto a lot of maps, which would mean that we can use these against ships, which was supposed to be their main use. Right, let's hit this artillery then. So we've moved the guided bomb slightly across, there we go, and slightly up, and this should be able to hit the artillery dead on. As you can see, you can be incredibly accurate with this system, which means that annihilating targets from altitude, whether it be ships, whether it be tanks, well yeah, they're gonna die incredibly effectively. It's just insane how these Fritz X rockets are when it not rockets, sorry, bombs. I called them bombs. When it comes to them being able to hit targets, as long as you can drop them in the general area, then you can use it to maneuver to hit the targets, your accuracy will be incredible. Now, in order to control them, it is obviously best, or maybe the only way, is to do it in this bomber view. And this means that you are open to the elements while you are dropping bombs like this. So fighters will have an easier time to kill you, even if you have really good crews. A human is always better than an AI in this game. So that is something to think about when we are, you know, dropping these bombs. Sometimes it may be worth just letting it go and then making sure that you deal with the enemies which are coming after you. But overall, this has been a showcase of the new Fritz X bomb. I look forward to other nations getting their equivalent. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.